This is the metronome that I've owned since I was a kid, and it's the only metronome that I can think of whose value has gone up since it was purchased almost 30 years ago. Now, the reason that's so is because this is all made out of wood, it's handcrafted in Germany, and it has just maintained its value because this is real wood as opposed to plastic. Wittner metronomes have been produced in Germany for over 100 years by Wittner GmbH, which is the formal name of the company. They're known for their quality and style and have been popularized in the United States for many years. My dad was the one who purchased this for us, and he's surprised to know the price nowadays, that it has actually gone up in value as opposed to everything else that you might own tends to go down. I've enjoyed this metronome for about 20 years now, and I have a few insights to its quality, use, and benefits over time using a metronome such as this acoustic one. A metronome just like this is one of the most popular piano playing accessories. It has a classic essence and beauty that sets the stage for music lessons and hours of practicing for musical instruments. Now, you should buy a Wittner metronome like this if you want a metronome that closely matches the furniture style of your piano. You can get many different types of these that will match your specific furniture. Also get it if you're tired of the chirp that you'll hear with digital metronomes that aren't pleasing to the ear. With this metronome, you'll get an acoustic, natural sounding click when you're using it. Now, you shouldn't get this metronome if you need a metronome that you can use with your headphones on, if you need an extremely quick metronome capability otherwise not possible with an analog metronome like this. Don't buy it if you need portability. Obviously, this is more stationary for on top of the piano or in your music room. Also, don't get it if you don't care for metronomes that look very nice. While analog metronomes aren't as perfectly accurate as digital metronomes, old-fashioned analog metronomes are a signature piece of equipment for dedicated students. Digital metronomes produce a chirp, while this one creates a nice, warm, homely click or knock sound. I would take the repetitive knock of this metronome over the chirp of a digital metronome any day of the week. The best part about these metronomes is that you can closely match your piano furniture by looking at the many options or styles available. It doesn't need batteries, simply wind up a knob for continuous use. Notice how when I adjust this knob, I can change the time signature. So this is 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, and 6/4. The bell gets played at the beginning of each measure. The bad part about this metronome is that it only really goes up to about 200 beats per minute. With a digital metronome, the sky is the limit. The drawback to a nice metronome like this is that you have to keep it in good shape. Thankfully, it looks like this one stood the test of time and doesn't show very many signs of wear and tear. The other bad part about this metronome is that it has a higher price. While at the same token, you can see that the price of this metronome has gone up over time, as opposed to other metronomes that are plastic, that you could just throw them in the trash. This one, my dad was surprised to see the cost of this nowadays. For me, it's a no-brainer to buy a new Wittner metronome as an additional timekeeping tool for students in piano lessons. I think it's beneficial to have both digital and analog metronomes ready to go, depending on the setting of the music or mood. It's reassuring for piano instructors to see that students are equipped with metronomes for practice during the week. Plus, it looks nice on top of the furniture of the piano. Keep in mind that Wittners carry multiple different finishes for any piano color.